Hi, I'm Candace from Herbal Living and Healing, and I'm going to invite you to tap along with me through various acupressure points so we can reduce some of the stressors that we're feeling in our life right now. So I invite you to place a hand on your heart and just take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And breathing out, you can allow any sounds of release, any sighs, groans, moans, yawns. At any time as we're tapping, I invite you to just allow these audible sounds to help release and shift some of the stress that you're carrying. So we're going to tune into one specific thing that's bothering us if we can. And it might be hard to focus on one thing, but if you are able to, just notice one specific situation, and you're going to create a title for this situation. So you're going to notice whatever happened. Maybe notice the sensory experience. So how did you take in that information that's bothering you? Did you see something happen? Did you hear it? Did you say something? Did you smell it? Did you taste it? Whatever the sensory experience was, focus on that. Allow that to be part of your movie cover or your book cover, and we're going to allow this situation to show up as a symbol. So imagine it becoming that movie or that book, and you're going to visualize that as we tap through the points. So we're going to start with the side of the hand, and if you need guidance for the tapping points, feel free to download the infographic below. Nice deep breaths. And you're going to notice that book or that movie that represents the situation. That way it feels a little separate from you. And now you're going to just tune into what's my primary emotion. And you likely have many emotions around it, but what's the primary? What's the strongest? And as you take a nice deep breath, continuing to tap on the side of your hand, you're going to kind of tune into your body and just ask your body, where am I feeling this in my body? And then just trust what shows up. Are you feeling tightness in your chest, a heavy pit in the stomach, a vice around your head, tingy, dull, sharp pains, pulsing sensations, whatever you feel? Just describe these out loud right now. Acknowledge them. And let's start tapping. So we're going to use a setup statement where we acknowledge how we feel and we want to bring in the positive as well. And then as we move through the points, we're going to first focus on the unwanted. And so we can send the signals to our stress response to relax around the situation. And then at the end, we're going to tap in the feel-good feelings and the emotions we want to be experiencing. All right. Another deep breath, tuning back in. And repeat these words, filling in the blanks and using your own specific words to describe what's going on for you. Even though I feel this feeling in my body, breathe in, acknowledge the emotion, and describe these sensations. Around the situation. And just notice that book or that movie. Notice the image on the front of the cover and the title. I have compassion for myself, and I accept how I feel. Even though this situation has been making me feel, and just notice the feeling and the sensations in your body. I have compassion for myself, and I accept how I feel. One more time. Even though this situation is making me feel, I have compassion for myself and I accept all my feelings. And I'm open to shifting this energy in any way it's meant to shift for me today. And just breathe in. And as you continue breathing through the points, you're going to imagine your breath flowing down to these areas of the body that need shifting. Top of the head. Deep breath. Bring that breath in. Allow it to flow down into the area of the body it needs to go. This situation makes me feel. And as you visualize that movie or that book, keeping that symbol in your vision, just staying connected to it. Breathing into the feelings and the sensations. Go ahead and repeat. I feel. And then describe these in your own words. Side of the eyes. I am feeling. Mention the emotion and describe the sensations. We're going to keep going through the points, breathing in, noticing, and describing it out loud to yourself. Under the nose, this feeling. On the chin, this feeling in my body. Keep deep breathing. Collarbone, this feeling in my body. Just notice these tapping vibrations coming into the tissues of the body, tuning in to your breath. Noticing that movie cover or that book. Under the arms, this feeling in my body. Side of the hands. And I'd like you to just take a moment to notice how strong the feelings are and the sensations are. Notice if there's already any shifts just with one round. We're going to continue to shift, so let's repeat the words. Even though this situation, tuning into that book or that movie, brings up these feelings. I'm open to shifting how I feel and how I think around this. With compassion for myself and acceptance for how I feel. And remember, when we're accepting how we feel, we're not accepting the situation itself, we're just accepting how we feel about it. So we're not dismissing how it's impacting us. One more time, even though the situation brings up these feelings and thoughts, and just notice the sensations in your body. And describe them using as many adjectives as you can. Is the feeling tight, fluttery, pulsy, tingy, dull, sharp? Describe where it's at in the body. Is it deep? Is it in the surface? I have compassion for myself, and I accept how I feel. And I'm open to shifting this any way it's meant to shift for me today. And let's move through the points. Top of the head. This feeling. Describe it out loud. Corner of the eyes, breathing in. I invite and give my body permission to shift this energy, this pattern. Side of the eyes. I give my body permission to shift this energy and this pattern. Just breathe in and notice your breath flowing into the area of the body, imagining it flowing there. And allow your breath to make any shifts that are meant to happen for you today. Under your eyes, imagining and visualizing that shift, breathing into it. Under your nose. Allow any audible sounds to release. Maybe you need to clear your throat. Maybe you feel a yawn coming on. Just allow the release. See, I needed to clear my throat there. On the chin. This feeling is shifting. On the collarbone, this feeling is shifting. And describe how it's shifting. And if it's not shifting yet, imagine it. How could it shift? Under the arms, this energy is shifting. Start to describe how that shift is happening for you or how you would like to see it happen. Side of the hands. Even though I feel this in my body, I give my body permission to shift and release this. And I have compassion for myself. And I accept all my feelings around this. Top of the head. Notice that movie or the book, and maybe that's starting to shift a little bit. Notice if that symbol shifts. Does the color change? Does the title change? Corner of the eyes, breathing in, noticing any sensations. Notice how they're shifting and describe that shift. Side of your eyes, another deep breath. Under your eyes. Under your nose. On the chin. On your collarbone. And under your arms. And let's just check in with ourselves, noticing the feelings, the sensations. If you feel like they've shifted enough to where you can start to bring in more feel-good feelings and sensations, we're going to continue to move on to the positive for a final round. And if you're still feeling some intensity, I invite you to just rewind this video and do a few more rounds and reduce your intensity a little bit more before tapping in the positive. All right, side of the hand. Even though I had that feeling in my body is shifting that pattern. And I'm now feeling. And I accept all my parts and feelings around this. Let's go to the top of the head. Breathing in, noticing how these feel-good feelings feel in the body. What are these sensations? What are these qualities and colors? Corner of the eyes. Breathing in, noticing that feel-good feeling. Describe it out loud. Side of your eyes. Under your eyes. Under your nose. Breathe in. Allow the breath to expand and enhance these feel-good feelings in your body. On the chin. On your collarbone. And under your arms. And we'll end by rubbing our wrists together. Deep breath in. And now just tune into your body and notice the shifts and how you feel now around the situation that was troubling you. And even though those other feelings may come back, you have now created a new neural pathway, a new way of identifying, of thinking, of feeling, of experiencing this stressor in your life. And so if that unwanted feeling comes back, come back to this video and continue to tap on it and enhance all these new neuron pathways that you're creating. If you would like to explore some more tapping with me, visit my website at herbalivingandhealing.com. I look forward to connecting with you some more.